Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a special unboxing, something I got off of a particular store. Yeah, let's take a look. Alright, today I'm opening up my box with my EMP EDC Nimble version 3. This is the Nimble X with a hidden thumb hole, or thumb flipper. It actually works. It doesn't catch, and I can actually close it and flick it. Okay, so this is a Vosteed knife, something I was looking for, and I wanted to take a look at it. So let's take a look. It's supposed to be brand new in the box, so hopefully it is. Got a nice little super dry deskit pack. What else do we have in here? Typically there's some hardware, there's some paperwork, maybe sometimes a cloth, sticker, yeah, get a sticker, a little Vosteed cloth. Looks like a raccoon. Huh. Wonder what that could mean. A raccoon, huh? Huh? That dry cloth deskit pack has seen better days. All right, so here we are. Typical little box. Let's see what we got. What could it be? It is, yes, is this possibly? Could it possibly be? Could it possibly be the Vosteed Kroc S35VN satin blade finish, great aluminum and ocean micarta handle? It could be. So let's take a look. Okay, all right. And this is a top liner lock. Let's see that. Ooh. Well, that's actually very nice. Nice, okay, finger choil. That's really nice. Okay, we got a clip here. Not necessarily recessed, but plenty of room. I like that. Nice, very minimalistic lip there. That's nice. I like the backspacer. There is a lanyard, so lanyard people rejoice. It is reversible pocket carry, which this is nice. I like this micarta inlay. That's really nice little touch. It's a nice aesthetic. Nice chamfered all the way around. No sharp edges. That's good. The clip has no sharp edges. Of course, you got the top liner lock, which is always really nice. And then you can front flip it. Middle finger reverse flick it. Now, can we can reach around. Look at that. Easily reach around on that one. Thumb flick it. Now, because it's a top liner lock, it's kind of like any liner lock. You left hand it, easily get to it. I can flick it over there. Can I do the knuckle flick? Let's see. Absolutely. Ooh, that's nice. I'm digging that. All right, so what do we got here? S35VN blade steel, we already knew that. Nice satin finish, looks really nice. Not sharp on the top, nicely rounded. I love that kind of I want to call this a sheep's foot. What are they calling it? Do they have a name for it? They don't say, but to me it's like a sheep's foot reverse tonto. You can call it what you want. Almost cleaver, but it's not quite cleaver. Has a little angle there, so you call it what you want. All right, it is nice in the hand. It's smaller, but with the finger choil, it fits really well. I even got room for an extra large, maybe double extra large hand in there with that back part. So that's nice. The jimping, I push down, I'm locked in. I am. It's not super aggressive, right? It's not super aggressive, but it does work. It does work. If you have really thick calluses or gloves, would it work? Maybe, maybe not. But it does work for me. I really, really love this left-handed reverse flick. That's really nice. That's really cool. Very, very nice. Okay, outstanding. I love the finish on here. S35VN blade steel. That's really, really good. Really good. I saw these and they sold out really fast. And then somebody in BladeBinge was selling theirs. And it was a little less, but with the cost of shipping and their fees and everything, it came out to about the same. So I was happy with it. And it's supposed to be like new in a box. And it does look pretty like new in a box. Like it's not been carried. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Okay, so we got cutaways on the inside. Now, is this titanium? But I see, hold on. That's steel liners in there? What do we got? So we got some steel liners. We do. Okay, steel liners on the inside, but it looks like titanium on the outside. So that's what I'm getting, titanium or aluminum. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's nice. Very, very nice. This is a pretty cool little knife. I actually rather enjoy this. It's actually a really kind of a cool design. All right, I'm digging this. I'm sorry, I'm just a little surprised at how well this one's done. Yeah, that's the thing about Vosteed. You know, once in a while they'll send me something, very rarely, but usually it's something really old and out of date, and it doesn't do well on the channel. It doesn't get any activity, no excitement, right? But you get something like this, man. Ooh, this is nice. This is very nice. Giving you my thoughts. My thoughts are very positive on this thing. So if you were interested and you thought, maybe, yeah, this is definitely a nice one. Definitely going to be up there. First impressions are really good. First impressions are really good. I like it. All right, let's take a little close-up look here so we can kind of see it. So let's look at that beautiful blade right there, that satin finish. It does have a flat on top. It's a flat grind. We've got a pretty robust tip. It does have a little pokey end. It's not super pointy, but it'll work. The jimping up here is nice. You'll see this micarta kind of, I don't know what you call it. What are they calling it? Ocean micarta handle. So they call this ocean. Okay, I get it. Sand and blue. Okay. Captive pivot. There's the lock for the top liner lock, compression lock, whatever you want to call it. Looks like T8's here. T6 is there. There's your place for your lanyard. Right? Nice and chamfered all the way here, all the way around. All the way in the back. Not really sharp back there. We've got the nice back spacer back here. You can see the liner lock right there, and then you see the jimping. And here's the clip. Again, there's the pivot on this side. Got two over here, two little ones here. Then you do see on the inside here, do you see that? There is cutaway on the steel liners, which is important for that top liner lock. And then here's the blade on this side. You'll see S35VN on here, Vosteed over here. Minimal billboarding, I like that. Not overstated, very minimal. Very nicely done, very nicely done. Let's see that edge, not bad. S35VN, and let's look at the drop. See that? Flip up. We can do the flip here. Nice as well. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm digging this little guy here. Very nice. I think it's really nice. Look at the back here. What do y'all think about that? Clip is pretty good. I like the clip. That's nice. Enough to get over the lip and enough to work. I think, to me, that's a positive. I do like that. I do like this ocean micarta with the sand. I think that's a nice touch. Yeah, I'm digging that a lot. It's a nice little touch there. Very cool. All right, so front flipper works really well. Okay, let's see here. Let's see how that detent sounds right here. Nice and clickety. Any detent lash? No. It's not a it is prioritized for front flipper and reverse flicking. So it's not got a super crisp detent, but this is, you know, a thumb and a front flipper. And front flippers you don't want to have overly crisp, right? Like I have this one as a front flipper, but it is also predominantly a flipper, right? So it's going to be a lot crisper here. And of course, that's going to be crisp. The front flipper is kind of a little afterthought up here. I mean, you definitely can use it, but it is stiffer on this guy. But that's because it's got a primarily flipper. This doesn't. This is a primary front flipper, so you want to be able to use that. And even what's nice, you can front flip this. Can't really quite front flip that one, at least not yet. Right, but this one I can. This flips really nicely. I like that. I wonder if I have middle finger reverse. Yeah, you do have middle finger reverse bonus flick. Do I left-handed? I do. I do. Okay, that was a nice little bonus. I was not expecting that. I'm not unhappy about that. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we could even put some cage bearings on this thing here. Some skiffs. I wonder how well that would make it even smoother. It's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. Could be smoother. Could be buttery. It's not quite buttery. It does feel like OEM kind of basic bearings. So part of me wants to say, let's skiff it. Why not? All right. We're going to skiff it, so let's do this. I think I need a T6 and a T8. So I believe that's a T6 and T8. I don't think I need to take that off. That holds the scale on, but I do think I need to take those off. So let's do that first. So here we have our T8. Oh, I'm going to have to get a pivot. All right. I think these are floating, so. So there's the compression lock. You can see that it's screwed in there. Okay. Let's see what we got for, okay, these are going to be smaller ones. I'll get my cloth. Oh, nuts. What did I just drop? All right, I dropped a piece. I didn't realize it was not attached. Little stop pin here. Probably right here. Yeah, okay. Make sure I don't lose anything else. Five millimeter. I guess 3/64. Yeah, 3/64. 5 millimeter, 3/64. All right, let's just get a little oil. It's actually a pretty knife. Very impressed. Wow. This is my last set of the old bearings here. I actually took these from a knife that I was going to use but didn't. And so I have an extra set of these for now until I get some more in. Sorry about that. That's the my Ring doorbell. All right. Let's zoom in on that. So there you go. This takes the 5 millimeter pivot, which is inner diameter of 0.201. Balls is 3/64. Those are the smaller ones, right? 15 ball count. And then the outer diameter is 0.335, and the thickness of the washer is 0.035. It's a pretty thin washer. So 15 balls. Now, if you notice, if you're curious, what does that mean? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 on this one, 15 on that. 6 extras. Almost. That's a 50% more than 50% more. So that's good. That's the benefit of something like that. Oops, zoomed in. So you have better contact. You have better weight distribution, more stable knife. So that's the benefit of better cage bearings. And they won't roll around, won't get dirty on the inside because they are. I'm gonna put these with the case. So let me before I do that, I was gonna put a little Loctite on the pivot. Let's do that. Yeah, did that center. No blade plate. Perfect. That's what you want, right there. All right, let's put this away. All right, so here we are, the Vosteed Kroc. I guess it kind of looks a little bit like a crocodile, I guess. Maybe the square shape of it or something, I don't know. But nice blade, nice shape here. I do like that. I like with the finger choil. That's a really nice in hand, jimping there. Very efficient. Nice small size, but still feels like it gives you a full handle. Wouldn't mind putting a different clip on there because this clip is a little wobbly for me. It does move around a bit for me. I like titanium clips that don't move as much, so, but that's just a personal preference of mine, right? So, it'd be nice if they had a titanium clip you could put on there. Very cool little knife. Yeah, this will probably end up being like a members giveaway or something special like that, because it's a little more expensive, right? So, very cool little knife. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, that's the Kroc. All right. You guys have to let me know what you think. If anyone of you guys own one of these, what's your experience with it? What's your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear from you guys. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the channel, it does help me out. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification as well, so you'll be notified of future content like this and other videos. Big shout out to my channel members. Appreciate you do two things. You encourage me, and your generous support, you allow me to do a whole bunch of things like giveaways and check out knives and stuff. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Because of that, I want to do two things for you guys. I'd like to send all new channel members a channel sticker and a little thank you note. Secondly, I'd also like to let you know that there's a once a month members exclusive giveaway. Yeah, all you gotta do is be a member and you're part of that. So 1 week in a month, there'll be 2 giveaways. You're eligible with both. Love to have you. If you're interested in any of that, extra emojis, extra content, things that happens, check out the link down below in the description. There's 3 different tiers. Would love to have you in any of those. Don't ever feel obligated. Do it because you want to, and if you do, thank you. All right, if you haven't checked me out already on Instagram, please do at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.